Hello, my fellow animal lovers. How are you today? Before I ferry you to dreamland, if you love the content and you love animals, I encourage you to show your support by subscribing. By the way, tell us where you are in the world in the comment section. What time do you like watching our channel? I look forward to reading all your comments. Enjoy. Chapter 1: The Earth's Quiet Breath. Imagine, if you will, a world, a world that lies hidden just beneath the surface of the earth. A silent world, a world where the ground itself seems to breathe with a quiet, ceaseless industry. In this world, tiny beings, almost imperceptible, move with a gentle purpose. They work in a harmony so profound, it feels like a soft, whispered secret of the earth. Picture this hidden realm, a place of constant, unhurried activity, unfolding slowly, patiently beneath the sun and stars. This is the domain of the termite, an ancient lineage of eusocial insects, often mistakenly called white ants, yet they are, in fact, highly evolved cockroaches. Their presence, often unseen, profoundly shapes the landscapes they inhabit, particularly in tropical and subtropical regions across the globe. From this quiet, unseen world, they build structures, structures of immense scale, structures that seem to touch the very sky, reaching upwards with a quiet dignity, and structures that stretch deep, deep into the earth, anchoring themselves firmly in the cool, dark soil. These are the cathedral mounds of the termites. They stand as silent monuments to a collective effort, a shared purpose that spans generations. They are not merely nests, they are intricate, living sculptures of the earth itself. They rise from the landscape, forming gentle, rounded curves against the horizon. They feel like ancient, weathered sculptures, shaped by time and the patient hands of countless tiny builders. Their forms are soft, organic, inviting the eye to rest upon them, to trace their flowing lines. While the term cathedral mound evokes a specific towering shape, termite architecture encompasses a surprising variety of forms, each subtly adapted to its environment. Some mounds are dome-shaped, resembling gentle hills, while others are conical, rising to a point. Certain species, like the Amendermes meridionalis in northern Australia, construct remarkable wedge-shaped compass or magnetic mounds, precisely oriented north-south, an ingenious adaptation to regulate internal temperature by minimizing exposure to intense midday sun. Other species, such as odontoterms in India, build buttressed, castle-shaped mounds, standing 5 or 6 feet tall. These structures are not just homes, but serve as sophisticated climate control systems, providing optimal conditions for the colony within. Consider for a moment the builders of these grand structures. They are millimeter-sized creatures, truly tiny. Each one is smaller than a single grain of rice, almost too small to fully comprehend their individual presence. Yet their creations are vast. Their structures are meters high, towering over the landscape. Some of these mounds reach incredible heights, stretching upwards 25 to even 40 feet into the air. Imagine, if you can, a structure as tall as a small house, perhaps even taller than some trees. For instance, mounds built by some African macroterm species can reach 8 to 9 meters, 26.2 to 29.5 feet in height, often adorned with pinnacles, chimneys, and ridges. Some recorded mounds have even reached an astounding 41 feet tall. Then imagine that this immense structure, this quiet earthen skyscraper, is built entirely by beings no larger than your smallest fingernail. It is a gentle paradox, this vastness born from such tininess. With over 3,000 described species globally, termites form a substantial part of the Earth's biomass, particularly in tropical and subtropical regions where their live biomass can reach up to 11 grams per square meter. Their collective impact on the planet's ecosystems is immense, earning them the title of ecosystem engineers. This slow, steady work of construction unfolds over many, many years. It is not a hurried process, it is a patient unfolding. Sometimes it spans centuries, a continuous, unhurried endeavor that transcends the lifespan of any single builder. A single complete mound can take several years to fully form, a testament to the quiet, enduring patience of these tiny architects. There are even ancient complexes of these mounds, vast networks of earthen structures that are thousands of years old. Some have been observed to be as old as 4,000 years in Brazil, so massive they are visible from space. More recently, scientists in South Africa discovered the world's oldest known active termite mounds, still inhabited, dating back an astonishing 34,000 years. These ancient structures existed while saber-toothed cats roamed other parts of the earth, and vast ice sheets covered much of the northern hemisphere, predating some of the earliest cave paintings in Europe. This is a quiet, continuous construction, unfolding day after day, night after night. The termites, in their endless work, never truly sleep, their gentle industry a constant hum within the earth. Their activity is a soft, rhythmic pulse, a quiet, persistent beat that echoes the very slowness of geological time. They are always working, always building, always maintaining, in a cycle that feels as ancient and enduring as the earth itself. The sheer scale of their collective achievement, built by such small, soft bodies, speaks to a profound inherent wisdom. It is a wisdom found in unhurried action, in the quiet strength of many small, coordinated efforts. This grand complexity arises not from a single guiding mind, but from the simple local interactions of countless individuals, a phenomenon known as stigmergy. It suggests that truly enduring creations can emerge organically without the need for stressful top down control. It is a gentle reassurance, a quiet lesson in the power of patience and steady shared purpose. How does such a grand project begin? It does not begin with a grand plan, a detailed blueprint laid out in advance. There is no architect guiding these tiny hands, no engineer directing their work with precise instructions. Instead, it begins with a subtle shift. A few worker termites, perhaps feeling a gentle pull from the environment, begin to explore a particular area. They begin to dig, loosening the earth with their delicate movements. Individual soil pellets, tiny grains of earth, are carefully separated and moved. Each one is handled with gentle mandibles, a soft manipulation of the soil. This first stage of excavation is unhurried. It is a quiet exploration, a soft beginning, almost tentative in its initial movements. Then, a subtle gathering occurs. More termites, sensing the activity, are drawn to the site. They join in, not by command, but by an unseen gentle pull, a quiet aggregation of purpose. A coordinated excavation slowly begins, concentrating at a few common sites. It is a gentle hum of activity, a soft, rhythmic scratching against the earth. Often, it is the older workers who lead the way in these initial steps, their accumulated experience guiding the nascent construction. Almost half of the colony's workers may eventually become involved in this shared, quiet task, each contributing their small, steady effort. This enduring presence, this quiet persistence, is deeply calming. The mounds are not fleeting structures, but rather they endure for centuries, for millennia, a silent testament to the collective, unhurried work of these tiny beings, quietly shaping the very landscape around them. This longevity, extending far beyond the life of any single termite or even a single colony, speaks to a continuous, gentle cycle of building, of subtle erosion, and of quiet reoccupation. The mounds become permanent, evolving features of the earth, a soft, reassuring reminder of nature's slow, enduring processes. They stand as symbols of stability, of endurance, and of the gentle, unhurried flow of natural time, inviting the mind to rest in this quiet, persistent rhythm. Chapter 2: Whispers of Clay and Creation. The builders of these great earthen structures use what the earth itself provides. They work with simple, natural elements, the very soil beneath their feet, and the water that moistens it, a precious resource in their world. To these humble ingredients, they add a touch of their own essence, a subtle secretion of their own bodies, their saliva and other fluid waste, gently mixed with the earth. These are the humble ingredients, transformed by countless tiny hands into something truly extraordinary. It is a quiet alchemy, turning common earth into a material of remarkable strength and resilience. This mixture, often referred to as carton, if it includes chewed wood fragments, can become incredibly durable, water resistant, and capable of supporting significant weight, sometimes as hard as cement. The soil itself is not chosen at random. It is selected with care, a gentle discernment for particles of specific sizes. These particles are granular, each with a subtle roughness. They are wettable, allowing them to absorb moisture, to become pliable. This careful selection ensures the perfect building material. It is a quiet alchemy, this transformation, turning common earth into something extraordinary, something that endures through time. The mixing of these simple components, especially the saliva and fluid waste, is not just a simple act of adhesion, it is a subtle chemical and physical process creating a natural biocement. This biocement, rich in easily degradable carbon and fine, often clay particles, contributes significantly to the strength and longevity of the mound. As the water within this mixture slowly dries, a cohesive force, known as soil suction, gently builds up, adding a subtle yet powerful physical strength to the structure. This quiet, continuous transformation, this natural alchemy, yields robust results, a testament to nature's gentle yet powerful transformative capacity. It is not about complex industrial processes, but simple organic interactions yielding enduring strength. These are the whispers of clay in creation, a soft, almost magical process unfolding in the quiet dark. Observe the slow, deliberate process of gathering and placing each tiny pellet. A worker termite moves through the earth, its tiny legs creating a soft, almost imperceptible rustle. It searches, patiently, until it finds a small particle of soil, just the right size. It grasps this particle with its mandibles, a gentle, precise hold. Then a subtle moistening occurs. With its own secretions, its own saliva, it gently coats the tiny pellet. This liquid binds the soil particles together, creating a natural cement, a tiny perfect building block. The pellet is shaped, carefully molded into a tiny bolus, a spherical brick ready for placement. Then it is carried, a short journey, a gentle transportation, not far from where it was found, only a few centimeters away, perhaps 2 to 5 centimeters from its origin. It is placed with care, gently added to a growing surface, forming a new layer, a new part of the rising structure. This precise, rhythmic action is repeated over and over, a steady, unhurried motion, a continuous, quiet contribution. Studies have shown that termites strategically intersperse different sized blocks or soil spheres during construction, with smaller blocks filling the voids between larger ones, leading to tight packing and incredible structural strength, sometimes 10 times stronger than the surrounding soil. This intricate method contributes to the mound's ability to remain standing for decades to centuries. The excavation itself is a gentle digging. It begins with a few individual termites, softly loosening the soil. Then more join in, drawn to the activity, gathering at the growing sites. It is a quiet aggregation, a shared purpose emerging without spoken words. The excavated soil is deposited near the excavation point, a short, efficient movement that minimizes wasted effort. This is a continuous, responsive building process. Termites construct their complex mounds not through a master plan, but by responding to subtle local environmental cues. This decentralized approach, known as stigmergy, means that individuals communicate indirectly by modifying their shared environment. They are guided by the physical shape of existing structures, by the gentle warmth in the air, by the subtle changes in humidity, and even by the quiet evaporation from the surfaces around them. This creates a continuous, responsive building process, a quiet conversation between the builders and their environment. Research has shown that even simple rules, such as deposit soil where other soil has been deposited and build toward heat sources, can lead to the emergence of complex structures remarkably similar to actual termite mounds. The quiet, rhythmic movements of the worker termites are a constant, gentle flow. Each worker moves with a quiet purpose, a steady, unhurried pace that never falters. They are soft bodied creatures, needing the moist earth, the gentle humidity of their underground world to survive and thrive. They build their shelter tubes, creating protected passageways that shield them from the outside world, especially for subterranean species that use mud tubes to reach food sources. It is a continuous flow of activity, yet there is no frantic rush, no sense of urgency. The building itself is a feedback loop, a gentle conversation with the environment. As the mound changes, the internal environment within it also changes, and the termites, in turn, respond to these subtle shifts. They sense the subtle cues that guide their work. The gentle warmth of the air, a slight shift in temperature, the faint, almost imperceptible scent of pheromones, like whispered messages carried on the air. Even the moisture in the air, the subtle evaporation from the surface of the soil, guides their actions. These are their guides, whispers in the dark, telling them precisely where to place the next tiny pellet of earth. It is a quiet, continuous dance, a dance of building and sensing, and then building again, in a cycle that feels as natural and effortless as breathing. This continuous, responsive building process, guided by subtle cues, fosters a deep sense of calm, allowing the mind to drift into a state of effortless flow. Chapter 3: Pathways of Stillness. As the mound grows, slowly, steadily, so too does its inner world. A vast, intricate labyrinth of quiet passages begins to form, extending deep into the earth and rising within the earthen walls. Tunnels wind and turn, curving gently through the soil. Chambers open into hidden spaces, each one serving a quiet purpose. Some tunnels are just wide enough for a single termite to pass through, a gentle, unhurried journey for each tiny worker. Others branch out, creating new paths, new connections, forming a vast network of silent pathways, a quiet, living circulatory system within the earth. These subterranean networks can extend outwards for many meters, connecting the central nest to foraging grounds. The deepest parts of some nests can reach down to 10 feet 3 meters underground, providing a stable, protected environment. The internal design of this structure is intricate, a true marvel of natural architecture. It is a carefully organized network, designed with precision for specific vital functions. The walls of these passages are thin, surprisingly delicate in appearance, yet they possess an inherent strength, a quiet resilience. They are made of the same gentle biocement, the mixture of soil and termite secretions, laid down layer upon layer, each one contributing to the overall integrity. Sometimes these layers reveal themselves as delicate filigree, a subtle, intricate pattern woven into the very earth, a quiet artistry. The interior of the mound is not solid, not a dense, impenetrable mass. Instead, it is porous, filled with countless tiny, unseen holes, allowing for a gentle exchange with the outside world. These pores allow air to pass through, a soft, quiet flow, a gentle, continuous exchange of gases. The tunnels themselves are often vertically oriented, guiding the air, drawing it gently upwards or downwards, facilitating a phenomenon known as the stack effect in passive ventilation. They are well connected, forming a continuous flow, an unbroken pathway for the subtle currents within. This intricate internal design, with its purposeful network of tunnels and chambers, is not merely a haphazard construction, it is a carefully organized system, optimized for climate control and for the very function of the colony. It demonstrates a quiet, inherent engineering wisdom, a natural brilliance that unfolds without conscious planning. Within these winding passages, deep within the earthen walls, there is a profound sense of enclosed, protected space. It is a refuge from the world outside, a sanctuary of quiet safety. The mound itself acts as a shield, protecting the colony from harsh, buffeting winds. It guards against the strong, relentless sun, offering a cool, shaded haven. It also provides protection against predators, forming a silent earthen fortress, a secure barrier against any outside threat. The air within these chambers is still remarkably constant in its temperature and humidity. It is a gentle, unchanging embrace, a perfect environment for the life it holds. This sense of quiet safety permeates the deep underground spaces where the bulk of the colony lives, a secure and stable home. The very walls are designed to provide this dual function. They possess a dense core, providing immense strength and stability, while a porous shell surrounds this core, allowing for gentle, continuous breathing. This layered structure, a marvel of natural engineering, provides both unwavering stability and quiet, efficient ventilation, achieving a perfect harmonious balance. The quiet, organized nature of this internal world creates a sense of peaceful order and security. The winding passages and hidden spaces evoke a gentle journey into a safe internal realm, a perfect landscape for the mind to wander softly before sleep. The focus on purpose without urgency reinforces this deep sense of calm. Every tunnel within the mound has a reason for its existence. Every chamber, a specific function, a quiet purpose. Some tunnels lead outwards, forming long, winding paths to distant food sources, sometimes extending for dozens of meters. These are the foraging paths, extending far from the central nest, a testament to the termites' tireless search for sustenance. Others are purely for travel, allowing for the gentle movement of countless workers, each carrying their burdens, their tiny loads of earth or food through the quiet passages. Many of these intricate pathways are an essential part of the mound's sophisticated ventilation system, guiding the air's slow, deliberate journey through the structure. Some passages are designed for storage, chambers dedicated to holding collected plant material, waiting to be transformed into food. And deeper still, in the most vital spaces, lie the fungus gardens and the nursery, the very heart of the colony's life. These passages are not static, they are repaired constantly, a continuous quiet maintenance that keeps the living structure intact. New tunnels are added as the colony grows, expanding its reach, creating a living, evolving architecture that slowly adapts to its needs. It is a world of quiet purpose where each tiny action, each subtle movement contributes to the grand collective whole, a gentle, unhurried unfolding of life within the earth. The spatial organization reflects an inherent understanding of optimal resource distribution and defensive strategies, ensuring the colony's long term prosperity. Chapter 4: The Mound's Gentle Exhale. The termite mound is far more than just a home. It is a living, breathing structure, a marvel of natural engineering that interacts intimately with its environment. It inhales, drawing in the subtle currents of the outside air, and it exhales, gently releasing the air from within. This quiet, rhythmic exchange follows the natural rhythm of the day and the night. It functions like a vast, slow lung, drawing in fresh air, clean and cool, and gently releasing the old, stale air, completing a continuous cycle of renewal. This quiet breathing ensures a perfect microclimate within the mound, a stable and comfortable environment for all who reside there. It maintains a remarkably constant temperature, often around 30 degrees Celsius, a gentle warmth that never fluctuates wildly, and it sustains a gentle humidity close to saturation, creating a moist, nurturing atmosphere. These precise conditions are vital, not just for the termites themselves, but also for their hidden precious gardens of fungi. The mound's ability to breathe in this way, to maintain such a stable internal world, is a profound expression of natural balance, demonstrating an elegant form of passive climate control that inspires human engineers. The sun, in its daily journey across the sky, acts as a gentle engine for this remarkable ventilation system. Its warmth softly touches the outer walls of the mound, spreading slowly across the earthen surface. The thin outer flutes of the mound, those delicate buttress like structures, absorb this warmth and heat up more rapidly than the deeper, more insulated parts. This difference in warmth creates a subtle gradient, a gentle push in the air pressure. A quiet stirring begins within the mound. Air, warmed by the sun-kissed outer walls, rises softly in the flutes, ascending with a gentle, unhurried motion. As it rises, it gently sinks down the central chimney, creating a slow, continuous convective flow, a silent circulation of air within the earthen structure. This natural convection, often enhanced by the mound's specific architectural features like chimneys or vent holes, creates a constant, gentle airflow. As evening arrives and the sun dips below the horizon, the process gently reverses. The outer walls of the mound cool, releasing their stored warmth into the night air. The air flows softly downward in the flutes, drawn by the cooling temperatures, and then rises gently in the central chimney, completing the nightly cycle. This daily cycle, this natural, unhurried rhythm of warming and cooling, is a quiet dance with the sun and the cool night air, a constant, gentle ebb and flow of energy. This rhythmic breathing, powered by the predictable oscillations of external temperature, is a natural, effortless process of balance and renewal. The subtle, predictable nature of these air currents, described as a gentle gradient and softly sinking air, prevents any sense of urgency or drama, promoting a deep sense of relaxation. This gentle circulation within the mound performs a vital function. It softly flushes out metabolic gases, such as carbon dioxide, which accumulate from the colony's activities. And in doing so, it brings in fresh, clean air, a continuous renewal of the internal atmosphere. The mound walls, though seemingly solid, are remarkably porous, allowing for this quiet exchange of gases with the outside environment. Even without strong, forceful winds, the mound breathes, a testament to its ingenious design. In some specific types of mounds, wind can also play a role, creating a gentle venturi effect, subtly drawing air out and sucking fresh air in through funnel-like shafts on the mound's surface. But always, the primary goal is balance, to maintain a steady, perfect environment, a gentle equilibrium that supports all life within. The termites, in their quiet way, sense these subtle changes. They perceive the shifts in warmth, the concentrations of gases, the whispers of their environment, and they respond. They adjust the mound, subtly modifying its structure, maintaining the gentle flow of air and the perfect internal conditions. It is a constant, gentle regulation, a quiet act of living, a continuous dance of adaptation. This subtle control and active adjustment are reassuring. They speak to a natural intelligence that maintains harmony without struggle, a gentle adaptation to external conditions, and a continuous fine tuning that creates a sense of quiet competence and balance, allowing the listener to feel secure in the natural world's gentle workings. Chapter 5: Gardens of Unhurried Growth. Deep within the termite mound, nestled in its lower levels, lies a truly special place. These are hidden chambers, where life is not just lived, but carefully cultivated. It is a quiet, underground farm, a place of constant, gentle growth. Here, in the soft, earthen darkness, the termites tend their gardens. These are not gardens of flowers or vegetables, but gardens of fungi, a vital part of their world. These fungi are their sustenance, their primary food source, without which the colony could not survive. This remarkable practice of fungus farming is a hallmark of the Macrotermitinae subfamily, often referred to as higher termites, which represent the largest family of termites. The cultivation process begins with the termites diligently gathering plant material from their surroundings. Dead leaves, dry grass, tiny bits of decaying wood. These are the treasures they seek, as their diet primarily consists of cellulose found in various plant materials. They bring this material back to the nest, embarking on a gentle journey through the winding tunnels, each tiny piece carried with purpose. Once inside, the material is chewed, patiently softened into a pulp, and mixed with their own saliva, a natural binding agent. This prepared matter then becomes the substrate, the soft bed upon which the fungi will grow and thrive. It forms what is known as the fungal comb, a soft, porous structure perfectly designed for its purpose. The fungi, belonging to a genus called Termites, then begin their silent work, spreading through this comb as a soft white mycelium, a network of delicate threads. Sometimes these fungi appear as tiny white spongy beads, clumped gently together, bearing a subtle moisture on their surface, a quiet sign of their vitality. This hidden self sustaining garden, where quiet growth and gentle transformation occur, is deeply soothing. The emphasis on unhurried growth and constant ideal conditions reinforces a sense of stability and nurturing, a peaceful image of life unfolding effortlessly. The fungi, once established, begin their quiet processes of decomposition and nourishment. It is a slow, silent transformation, a continuous act of breaking down the tough plant material. They work on the cellulose and lignin, the indigestible parts of the plants, patiently converting them. They turn this raw material into something digestible, something rich and nutritious, a perfect food source for the termite colony. This process involves the fungi secreting enzymes that break down complex carbohydrates into simpler sugars and acetic acid. The termites then consume this transformed mixture, a blend of the fungus itself and the degraded plant matter. They also eat the tiny asexual spores produced by the fungi, both for direct nourishment and to inoculate new fungus gardens, ensuring the continuous propagation of their food source. It is a perfect partnership, a mutualistic symbiosis, where both partners benefit profoundly. The termites provide a protected home, a safe and stable environment for the fungi to grow, and a steady supply of fresh organic material. The fungi, in return, provide the termites with a nitrogen rich food source, something they would otherwise be unable to digest. This quiet, intricate process has unfolded for millions of years, a partnership that dates back over 30 million years, a testament to its enduring success. This profound interdependence, where the fungi act as an external stomach for the termites, performing a vital digestive role, highlights a continuous biochemical transformation that occurs silently within the mound's controlled environment. The mound's sophisticated air conditioning system is absolutely crucial for these fungal gardens. It maintains precisely the ideal warmth and humidity that the fungi require to thrive. A constant temperature of around 30 degrees Celsius is maintained year round, a gentle, unwavering warmth that never deviates significantly, and the humidity remains near saturation, creating a moist, nurturing environment, a perfect, gentle hothouse for the fungal growth. These conditions are not left to chance. They are precisely maintained by the termites themselves. The termites actively regulate this environment, gently grooming the gardens, ensuring their health and vitality. They keep the gardens clean, free of any tiny pathogens or unwanted organisms, a meticulous and quiet act of care. They even use subtle antimicrobial secretions, a gentle protection against any potential threats. If the fungus begins to wilt or shows any sign of distress, the termites respond with quiet adjustments, a subtle shift in their care. They even carry fungal spores on their bodies, ensuring that they always have a healthy stock ready to cultivate new gardens as needed. It is a continuous, quiet cycle, a cycle of growth and careful, gentle tending and constant vital nourishment, all unfolding in the quiet depths of the earth. Chapter 6: The Heart of the Colony. At the very core of the termite mound, often situated deep underground, lies the royal chamber. This is the serene sanctuary of the queen, the undisputed heart of the entire colony. She is a silent, fertile presence, her very being a gentle, continuous producer of new life. Over time, she grows to an immense size, her body becoming a soft, living egg laying machine. Her sole purpose, her quiet dedication, is to lay eggs, thousands upon thousands each day. This is a quiet, continuous stream of new beginnings, a steady flow of life emerging from the darkness. The king, her quiet partner, is often by her side, a constant, gentle presence in the chamber. The royal chamber itself is a place of deep stillness, a quiet haven, yet beneath this stillness there is a gentle hum of life, a soft, constant energy of creation. As the queen lays her eggs in their delicate, translucent clusters, the worker termites gather them with utmost care. These eggs are tiny, like small, translucent jelly beans, so delicate in their form. They are moved with an almost imperceptible gentleness, transported to a special nursery chamber, a dedicated space for the colony's youngest members. Here, an army of devoted workers tends to them, a quiet, tireless presence. They meticulously keep the eggs clean, free from any tiny specks of dust or microorganisms, ensuring their healthy development. When the eggs hatch, soft white nymphs emerge. They are tiny, less than a tenth of an inch long, almost translucent in their delicate new forms. Fragile and vulnerable, these nymphs are entirely dependent on the workers for sustenance and care. The workers feed these young ones with predigested food, a nourishing substance passed directly from mouth to mouth or even anus to mouth, a process known as trophallaxis. This gentle transfer of nourishment is not only for feeding, but also for passing on vital gut microbes, essential for the young termites to eventually digest cellulose themselves. This is particularly crucial for lower termites that rely on symbiotic flagellate protozoa in their hindgut to break down cellulose. The larvae grow slowly, undergoing a series of gentle molts as they gradually increase in size. Their future roles within the colony are not fixed from birth. They develop and differentiate according to the colony's needs, a flexible and responsive system. This caste differentiation is influenced by environmental cues, nutritional status, age, and crucially, by pheromones released by the queen and king, acting as social hormones. Some will become workers, continuing the tireless building and nurturing. Some will develop into soldiers, silent guardians of the mound, characterized by their larger heads and powerful mandibles, often blind but relying on chemical and tactile senses. Others will become reproductives, destined to start new colonies in the distant future. This inherent flexibility ensures the colony's survival and adaptability, a quiet wisdom embedded in their very development. This focus on gentle care, protection, and the continuous, unhurried cycle of life creates a serene atmosphere of nurturing and peace, helping the listener feel secure and drift off. The initial growth of a termite colony is slow, a gentle beginning that unfolds patiently over time. But as the queen matures, her egg laying capacity increases, and the growth of the colony gradually accelerates. The colony expands, a quiet, steady increase in numbers, a silent population boom within the earthen walls. Workers are constantly busy, their tiny bodies moving with purpose, caring for the young, ensuring their well being. They are always grooming, always feeding, always maintaining a meticulous hygiene within the nursery and throughout the nest. It is a continuous cycle of care, a gentle, nurturing presence that underpins the entire society. The workers themselves may live for several years, contributing their steady efforts to the collective. The queen, however, can live for decades, some species queens living for as long as 35 or even 50 years, a remarkable lifespan that ensures the colony's stability and continuity. This remarkable longevity ensures stability, providing a steady, unhurried foundation for the colony's enduring existence. The sounds within this central chamber are soft, almost imperceptible. The gentle rustle of countless tiny bodies moving through the passages, the faint, delicate click of mandibles, a quiet sound of work and communication. It is a quiet hum of life, deep in the earth's embrace, a peaceful lullaby of continuous creation. Chapter 7, Enduring Earth, Timeless Dream. The termite mound stands, a quiet testament to the passage of time. These structures are built to last, designed to withstand the relentless forces of the elements. They endure harsh environmental conditions, the scorching sun, and the powerful impact of torrential rains. Yet through it all, the mound endures, a steadfast symbol of resilience, a quiet monument to nature's enduring strength. The worker termites are continuously engaged in repair, a quiet ongoing maintenance that never ceases. Small breaches in the walls are mended, tiny cracks are sealed with fresh biocement, ensuring the integrity of the structure. This constant vigilance and repair, particularly by the major and minor worker castes, ensure the mound remains stable, a steadfast presence in the landscape, a quiet anchor in a world of change. Even if an original colony declines or abandons a mound, the structure itself may persist for a very long time. It can be protected by gentle vegetation that grows upon its surface, sheltering it from further erosion and decay. Or it may be quietly recolonized by new termites, successive generations building upon the quiet work of those who came before them. Large mounds, those towering cathedrals of earth, are often the result of many colonies, successive generations over centuries, even millennia, contributing to their immense size and enduring form. This quiet legacy, where the mounds continue to nurture life even when abandoned by their original inhabitants, embodies nature's cycles of reuse and interconnectedness. The discovery of active mounds in South Africa, dating back 34,000 years, consistently inhabited by Microhodoterms voyorder, underscores this incredible longevity, making them the oldest known inhabited termite mounds by a significant margin. The seasons change, each in its own gentle rhythm. The sun rises and sets, painting the sky with soft hues. The rains come and go, nourishing the earth, and through it all, the mound stands, unmoving, unhurried, a silent witness to the quiet, ceaseless passage of time. It is in itself an ecosystem, a miniature world of its own. It quietly improves the soil around it, enriching the earth with its presence. Termite activity enhances soil fertility by breaking down organic matter into simpler compounds, leading to the formation of nutrient-rich humus and improving soil structure. They promote aeration, allowing the earth to breathe, and gently cycle nutrients, a quiet benefit to the surrounding landscape. This redistribution of nutrients like nitrogen, Phosphorus and potassium from deeper soil layers to the surface makes them more accessible to plants, creating islands of fertility in less fertile areas. In some cases, the presence of termites has been attributed to a significant increase in crop yields, demonstrating their beneficial impact on agriculture and their potential role in rehabilitating degraded landscapes. Even when unoccupied, when the original builders have moved on, the mound continues to give. It becomes a vital microhabitat, a protected space for countless other creatures. Diverse soil fauna find refuge within its sturdy earthen walls, a safe haven from the outside world. Ants, in particular, often find nesting space within these abandoned structures, forming new, quiet, bustling communities within the old walls. The mound provides them with shelter, a pre built, well protected home, and a rich source of nutrients derived from the very materials of its construction. It is a gentle cycle of life and renewal, always continuing, always unfolding, a quiet testament to the interconnectedness of all living things. This offers a comforting perspective on continuity and the deep interconnectedness of life. It suggests that efforts, even small ones, can have lasting beneficial effects, and that nature finds ways to reuse and sustain, a deeply peaceful thought. Chapter 8: The Silent Communication. Within the quiet, bustling world of the termite colony, communication is paramount, yet it is a form of interaction largely imperceptible to the human eye. Termites, with most castes being blind, do not rely on visual cues for coordination. Instead, their profound collective intelligence and seamless collaboration emerge from a sophisticated network of chemical and mechanical signals, a silent language spoken through the very fabric of their environment and their own bodies. This decentralized form of communication, where individuals respond to changes in their local environment rather than direct commands, is a phenomenon known as stigmergy. It is the cornerstone of their ability to construct vast, complex mounds without a single architect or overseer. Chemical signals, primarily pheromones, form the most extensive part of this silent vocabulary. These subtle chemical cues, released by individual termites, elicit specific behavioral responses from their nestmates. Trail pheromones, for instance, are critical for guiding workers from the nest to distant food sources. As a worker discovers a food supply, it leaves a faint chemical trail with secretions from its sternal gland. Other workers, sensing this trail, follow it, reinforcing the scent with their own secretions, creating a collective pathway that efficiently leads the colony to sustenance. This shared olfactory map ensures that resources are effectively exploited and transported back to the heart of the mound. Beyond foraging, pheromones also serve as crucial alarm signals. When a termite colony faces a threat, such as an approaching predator, termites closest to the disturbance will release alarm pheromones, simultaneously banging their heads against tunnel walls to create vibrations. This combination of chemical and mechanical signals swiftly alerts other members of the danger, triggering a coordinated defensive response from the soldier caste. Furthermore, pheromones play a vital role in regulating the intricate social structure of the colony. The queen and king, as the primary reproductives, produce specific pheromones that signal their royal status and influence the development and behavior of other termites. These royal pheromones are distributed throughout the colony, largely through the act of trophallaxis, the sharing of food and fluids between colony members. This direct exchange ensures that chemical messages, including those regulating caste differentiation, are effectively disseminated, maintaining the delicate balance of workers, soldiers, and new reproductives within the colony. The concentration of these pheromones can subtly guide nymphs into different developmental pathways, ensuring the colony has the right proportion of individuals for each necessary task. This complex interplay of chemical cues allows the colony to function as a unified, self organizing superorganism, adapting to changing internal and external conditions without the need for centralized control. Mechanical communication further complements these chemical signals. Beyond the alarm head banging, termites also use tactile communication through their antennae. Physical contact, particularly during trophallaxis, not only facilitates food transfer, but also reinforces colony identity and transfers chemical information. The subtle vibrations, sounds, and constant physical interactions contribute to a collective awareness, a shared sense of purpose that transcends individual consciousness. This continuous, quiet conversation with their environment and with each other allows termites to maintain their intricate society, manage resources, defend against threats, and most remarkably, construct and maintain their colossal, enduring homes. The elegance of this silent communication, built on simple rules and environmental feedback, stands as a profound testament to the power of distributed intelligence in nature. It's a gentle reminder that some of the most complex achievements arise not from grand declarations, but from countless whispers and subtle nudges in a shared world. Chapter 9: Beyond the Mound, Termites in the Wider World. The termite's cathedral mound, while a marvel in itself, is but one manifestation of these tiny creatures' profound impact on the planet. Beyond the immediate boundaries of their earthen castles, termites play indispensable roles as ecological engineers and natural recyclers, significantly shaping the health and dynamics of diverse ecosystems, especially in tropical and subtropical regions. Their activities extend far beyond mere construction, contributing to vital planetary cycles and supporting a rich tapestry of biodiversity. One of their most critical functions is their role as decomposers. Termites are detritivores, meaning they feed on dead organic matter, primarily cellulose found in dead trees, fallen leaves, grass, and other plant debris. Without their tireless work, the accumulation of dead plant material would be overwhelming. Through their feeding, they efficiently break down complex organic compounds, returning essential nutrients back into the soil. This process leads to the formation of nutrient-rich humus, which significantly improves soil structure, its ability to retain water, and its overall fertility. By shredding and breaking down this biomass, termites are central to the carbon cycle, releasing carbon dioxide back into the atmosphere, a process generally balanced by the carbon absorption of living plants. They also contribute to the nitrogen cycle, with some species facilitating symbiotic nitrogen fixation, which enhances nitrogen availability in local ecosystems. The physical act of tunneling and foraging also profoundly alters the soil environment. As they burrow tirelessly, termites aerate the soil, creating extensive networks of channels and galleries that improve drainage and allow rainwater to infiltrate more effectively, a crucial benefit in arid and semi-arid regions. This aeration and mixing of organic and inorganic constituents condition the soil, promoting healthier plant growth. Indeed, the nutrient rich soils around termite mounds often support distinct plant communities, creating islands of fertility that attract a variety of herbivores and in turn their predators, thereby driving biodiversity across the landscape. In some cases, the presence of termites has been attributed to a significant increase in crop yields, demonstrating their beneficial impact on agriculture and their potential role in rehabilitating degraded landscapes. Moreover, termite mounds themselves become integral microhabitats for a myriad of other organisms, even long after the original termite colony has moved on. These earthen structures provide shelter, nesting sites, and foraging grounds for a diverse range of creatures, including other insects, reptiles, amphibians, and even small mammals. Some specialized organisms, known as termitophiles, have evolved to live in obligatory association with termites, benefiting from the stable environment and resources provided by the mound. Ants, spiders, birds, aardvarks, and armadillos all integrate termites or their mounds into their life cycles. The durability and stability of these mounds offer a quiet refuge from environmental extremes, serving as vital ecological hotspots in many biomes. The termite story is one of profound interconnectedness and quiet contribution. Far from being mere pests, their collective efforts, guided by simple rules and indirect communication, highlight a natural wisdom in unhurried action and shared purpose. What can humanity learn from these millimeter sized architects? Perhaps it is a lesson in sustainability, in building with what the earth provides, and in adapting to environmental cues rather than imposing grand, rigid plans. Their enduring structures, their seamless nutrient cycling, and their role in fostering biodiversity offer a gentle blueprint for a more harmonious existence. The termite's cathedral mound, therefore, is not just an architectural wonder, it is a profound testament to the gentle yet powerful forces of nature, a soft, reassuring reminder that even the smallest beings can achieve truly timeless dreams. Allow your mind to drift now, like a soft, meandering river, flowing gently, effortlessly, drifting into a deep and restful sleep